It feels like you've been holding your breath for a very long time, walking through your days with a weight you can't quite name, but you feel it in your bones. You smile, you nod, you do what's expected, but inside, there's a quiet disconnect, a distance between who you are and who you feel you should be. This isn't about one big, dramatic moment. It's about the small, silent paper cuts of disappointment, the promises you made to yourself that were broken, the times you tried and it didn't work out, leaving a faint echo of doubt. That doubt has grown, hasn't it? And now, trusting yourself feels like trying to lean on a shadow. This isn't a feeling you talk about. It's a private, heavy coat you wear. And you've gotten so used to it, you barely notice it's there. Until moments like this, in the quiet, when you finally admit to yourself, I don't know how to trust myself anymore. This feeling of inner uncertainty is one of the loneliest journeys we can take. It's the exhaustion that doesn't come from a lack of sleep, but from constantly second-guessing every decision. It's the pressure you feel, not from the outside world, but from the judge and jury holding court inside your own mind. You replay your mistakes, not to learn, but as a form of self-punishment. You see others moving forward, seemingly with ease, and a voice whispers, "What's wrong with you? Why is this so hard for you?" This confusion can be paralyzing. You want to make a change, to start something new, to simply feel confident in your own skin. But the memory of past failures holds you back, like an invisible fence. You feel stuck, not because you lack desire, but because you lack faith in your own ability to see things through. It's okay to feel this way. It doesn't mean you are broken. It means you are human, and you are hurting. Let's just sit with that for a moment. No judgment, no need to fix anything. Just acknowledging the quiet ache of a trust that has been fractured. Why does this happen? Why does our own inner strength feel so fragile after a setback? Think about it. When you were a child and you fell, you probably got right back up. You didn't analyze the fall. You didn't berate yourself for your lack of balance. You just tried again. But as we get older, the stakes feel higher. A failed project at work, a business that didn't take off, a relationship that ended, a health goal we didn't meet. These aren't just skinned knees. They get tangled up in our identity, our worth. The failure isn't just an event. It becomes a story we tell ourselves about who we are. I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. I can't be trusted to make the right choice. Have you ever found yourself avoiding a new challenge? Not because you couldn't do it, but because you were afraid of feeling that familiar sting of disappointment again. It's a form of self-protection. Your mind is trying to shield you from more pain, but in doing so, it keeps you small. It keeps you from the very experiences that could rebuild the trust you so deeply crave. This internal conflict, this desire to grow versus the fear of failing again, is where you are living right now. So, how do we begin to heal this? It's not about grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about quiet, deliberate, and compassionate action. The first insight is this: separate the outcome from your worth. A failed attempt does not make you a failure. It makes you someone who tried. It makes you brave. The outcome is just data. It's information. It's a signpost telling you to maybe try a different path. It is not a verdict on your character. Your worth is inherent and unchangeable. It was there before your success, and it remains after your stumbles. Learning to see this separation is the first step toward freedom. The second insight is to rebuild trust with tiny promises. The trust wasn't broken in one day, and it won't be rebuilt in one. Don't start by promising yourself you'll climb a mountain. Start by promising yourself you'll put on your walking shoes and step outside for 5 minutes. And then do it. Promise yourself you'll drink 1 glass of water, and do it. These acts are incredibly small, almost laughably so, but they are not about the act itself. They are about the sacred agreement you are making with yourself. Each time you keep a tiny promise, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am reliable. I can count on myself. I show up for myself. You are laying a new foundation, brick by tiny brick. And the third practical insight: practice self-compassion, not self-criticism. When you stumble, what is your immediate internal reaction? For many of us, it's a harsh, critical voice. Imagine for a moment if a dear friend came to you, heartbroken over a mistake they made. Would you berate them, call them a failure, or would you offer them warmth, understanding, and encouragement? We must learn to offer ourselves that same grace. The next time that critical voice pipes up, gently interrupt it. Say to yourself, "This is hard. It's okay that I'm struggling. I did my best with what I knew at the time." This isn't about making excuses. It's about treating yourself with the kindness you deserve, which allows you to learn from the experience instead of being shamed by it. True growth happens in an environment of warmth, not in the cold shadow of criticism. As you begin to practice these things, something inside you will start to shift. It will be subtle at first. You might notice a little less hesitation before making a small decision. You might find yourself silencing that inner critic a bit more quickly. This is the quiet growth. This is the healing. It's happening beneath the surface, like a seed germinating in the dark. The trust you are rebuilding is not a loud, arrogant confidence. It's a calm, steady inner knowing. A quiet stability that doesn't get rattled by external events. You start to understand that your strength isn't about never falling. It's about knowing, deep in your core, that if you do fall, you have what it takes to get back up. You are learning that you can be your own safe harbor. You can be the one you turn to for comfort, for guidance, and for strength. This emerging self-reliance is a beautiful, powerful force. It's a feeling of coming home to yourself. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are not defined by the times you fell short. Those moments were just chapters in your story, not the final word. The truth is, every time you felt you were breaking, you were actually breaking open. You were making space for a stronger, wiser, more compassionate version of yourself to emerge. The strength you've been searching for outside of yourself has been within you all along, waiting patiently. It's in the resilience that got you through your hardest days. It's in the courage that allowed you to try in the first place. You are so much stronger than you think you are. You have survived everything you've been through up to this point, and you will survive this too. You are capable of rebuilding. You are worthy of your own trust. Your spirit is not broken. It is, and always has been, whole. So take a deep breath. Let it go. The past is just a story. It has no power over you unless you allow it to. Today is a new day, a new moment. You can choose, right now, to place a little bit of faith in the person you are becoming. The path forward is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming whole. It's about embracing all parts of your story, the triumphs and the stumbles, and knowing that all of it has made you who you are today. Be gentle with yourself. The trust will come back, not with a roar, but with a whisper. Listen for it. It's the sound of you, finally, coming home. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. Be well.